Hello, it's the Art Monarch, and today I'm flipping through my most recent sketchbook, which took a little over a month and a half to fill. I started it on August 23rd of this year, and it was a very quick sketchbook. I didn't expect to fill it this fast. I guess I'm just enjoying drawing this year and really having a lot of fun. So I started out drawing some miniature people, doing something a little different. I usually start my sketchbooks out with a bunch of abstract drawings, tattoo type doodles, but I've moved more into the future cyberpunk style, I guess, and some of these do have a diagram lettering thing going on, and a lot of the pages are unfinished, which I have an issue with. I have noticed with this sketchbook. You see, what I do is I start a drawing, and about 5 or 10 minutes into the drawing, I say, I don't like this. So I flip over to the next page, and that's what happens. So when I flip back through this entire sketchbook, it doesn't look that great. I mean, sure, here and there you'll have a good drawing, but when you have unfinished pages, I guess it kind of ruins my sketchbook. But maybe not for the viewer. Maybe, there are drawings that you can see are finished here. As you can see, a few aliens, a few weird extraterrestrial beings combined with machines. I used to draw a lot of those in 2017, 2018. Aliens and flower people were my go-to. I like that. Some spaceships. I also have been working on some more creatures that are mechanical, nanobots, tiny microscopic technology, and you can see some of that here. Dogs, cats that are mechanical, or really any kind of animal. A few people, some faces, a little bit of that's going on with helmets and VR headsets and things like that. And as you can see, there's a lot of cross-hatching and stippling, like usual. If you've seen any of my other sketchbooks, you'll know that I use that a lot, and a lot of people and artists do that. Right, if you're an illustrator, that's a go-to. Cross-hatching, making shadows and shading areas. I like this one. I like the helicopter guy. I should draw more helicopters. I've been thinking about... Yesterday, I saw a helicopter outside. I'm not sure. It looked like a military helicopter. It flew right over my house and made a U-turn about 3 or 4 times, okay? Look, I don't know what's going on, but the government might be after me. No. But, look, I should draw more helicopters. I don't know how to feel about that, okay? A helicopter just flying over my house. Why not other people's houses? I feel like it was right over my head, okay? But anyways, I'll draw some more helicopters and airplanes. There are a few rockets in here. And that's what I also want to do, is make some kind of rocket comic, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, I like the blue ink, and I have been using a little bit of brown ink, which I actually got that pen on accident. I didn't think it was a dark brown ink. I thought it was just a black pen, but it wasn't. So I used a Pigma Micron for most of these pages, maybe a dip pen for a couple of them, and then I also used a lot of alcohol markers, Artist Loft, kind of like the store brand of Copic marker, and some other brush pens, Furunosuke, Kuretake brush pens, to fill in some dark areas with these. And I had a lot of fun. I used more color than I usually would in these pages. My last sketchbook is, I don't think I've showed... Actually, no, I have not flipped through my last Cherry Blossom Moleskine sketchbook. So I should probably do that. There are a few pages missing in there. that I could do. And I'm actually running out of pages to draw in. I'm currently waiting on my next sketchbook to come in. So hopefully that happens. This is not a Moleskine sketchbook. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna have to look on my Amazon buying history and actually see what this is called. But it's a fairly good sketchbook. It's okay. I think I'm definitely gonna just stick with Moleskine sketchbooks, which it feels similar, but some of the pages are a little... Actually, I don't think it's the sketchbook's fault. I think it's just me pressing the pen down in weird angles, and it's not the sketchbook's fault, okay? I've said that it is the sketchbook's fault, but it's just mine, okay? But anyways, abstract pages, some abstract, unfinished things, a few tanks here. I like the tanks. Although, when I'm drawing tanks, I always forget to put cannons on them and guns, which is kind of the point of a tank, is to have guns and it moves. But instead I just create a very armored vehicle, a Tesla truck or something. Later in the sketchbook here, some more mini people. Where's Waldo? Where is he? Where is he? I don't know. I don't know where's Waldo? I don't know where he is. So there's some of pages that look like that. And as you can see here, I drew a lot of heads, some of which are creepy, I guess. That's what my mom says. She says, "Oh, these are creepy heads. You should quit drawing them." Okay? Look, they're good for practice, okay? And some people like them. But I guess they are creepy, but I just like drawing them. There's some eyes here. A few hands. I need to work on drawing hands, definitely. And legs. I have an issue with drawing legs. I'm not that good at it. And feet. I'm pretty good. I can draw feet okay. The ankles. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to draw ankles, but I do, okay? I don't know. There's some wolves, cats. We've got it all here. Look, in the Art Monarch studio, we don't just make robots and cyberpunk art. We also focus on the organic, the natural, and we draw animals. We like nature, but we also like technology. We like robotics and that kind of thing. This is my favorite page, the eyes here, where I'm drawing. What I went for was puzzle piece eyes, where they kind of interlock with the face and can be taken out of the face like puzzle pieces. An interesting idea, an interesting little thing, I think. I'm not sure what I could use it for. They kind of look like Junji Ito eyes in, what he makes, with the spiral going all in the face. I also kind of got inspiration from that. But puzzle piece eyes, that might be my best work in here, in my opinion. Rockets, machines, factories, I like that stuff. And look, I've been trying to find some artists that draw like more futuristic stuff, and it's difficult. I mean, there are, but a lot of them are not alive, really. I mean, some of my favorite artists, they're just not alive anymore. And I guess I'm just going to have to do my own thing. There are a few artists that are alive that I like. Peter Draws, of course, who got me into drawing a few years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. And now I'm not really drawing too many abstract things, but it's a good reminder of how I started making abstract and surrealist type artwork. But now I'm not really looking up to that many people when it comes to artists or anyone in general. I'm just kind of doing my own thing and trying to figure things out on my own. But I do like Kim Jong-gi. That's maybe my inspiration now, because he made some really unique stuff. I like his astronaut drawings. Some toilet paper. Okay, look. I like drawing things that are weird, and that's what I'm going to focus on next year. Toilet paper people. What I like doing is taking people and then just putting random objects on their head. It looks fun. Wizards. I drew a wizard here. This is another one that I really like. And as you can see, there are some different languages that I'm kind of working on. Not really. I'm just playing around with lines and seeing what I can make. And I do want to make some kind of cyberpunk language that maybe it's a code language, a secretive, that if you want to learn it, maybe what I'll do is make some kind of manuscript and you can go on a website and learn it for yourself, and then you can decode all of my drawings. That seems like a unique idea. If you really want to know what the drawings are about and hidden messages, you can go on to some kind of website, learn my language, and then when you watch my videos, you can read it at the end or whatever. I don't see anyone else doing that. Or maybe they probably have. There are a lot of hidden manuscript books and things. The Codex Seraphinianus, and I forgot the other one. There's a few where there's secretive languages that you have to decode. But I feel like I could be the first YouTuber to do that, okay? Anyways, I'm moving into a different style, and I've been doing it this year because I don't just want to copy other people I haven't really copied. What I've done is just made abstract drawings because I like it. Look, I would just sit and draw, make abstract things for 8-9 hours a day, and on my own. I wouldn't use any reference or anything at all. I would just draw lines, doodle, and over time I got pretty good at it. And it's a great way to start drawing. If you have nowhere to start, if you don't know where to start, abstract drawing is a good place. And now I'm doing this. So, eyes. I like drawing the small people, as you can tell. A little bit too much. This is another good page, the sphere, the magical orb that has some kind of contagion and virus inside of it, which I might use for a comic. Yeah, I know, there's a lot of weird ideas and things in here. Some of them cartoonish, some of them more realistic. And the end of the sketchbook here, there's some factories and sort of industrial revolution type machinery. When I think of factories, I think of the 1920s, the 1900s, and the smoke. It's going everywhere. People are smoking cigars and they're wearing their hats and, sort of like the Peaky Blinders. And I don't know. I just like that feel of that old style thing. But it also has a steampunk, diesel punk feel to it. I've come a long way. I feel like I've progressed a lot and really reinvented myself over and over again. I've honed in on my craft throughout my teenage years, and I'm reinventing myself. I'm trying different things, and I'm set on this cyberpunk style, this futuristic style of telling a story of the future, of this digital renaissance, as some may call it. And I'm 21 now, so it's really time to focus in and put in all that I've got. Next year I'm going to work a lot more on making realistic drawings, maybe hyper-realistic drawings, but I really want to study and get as good as I can, just become a master artist. which isn't going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next year, but maybe in 10 years, 15 years from now, I'll be up there. I'll be up there. You know, what I'm going to work on next year is really branching out and getting out of the comfort zone of drawing the same thing, because as you can see, I do draw a lot of the same shapes and similar things, which I'm pretty good at. I'm good at that, but if I want to become the best, if I want to be the best artist, I have to draw everything. You can't just draw 10 or 15 different things, 20 things. You have to draw everything that you see, and so that's what I'm going to do.